Looks like I've got red nipples. I want to talk about health. I want to talk about really prioritizing you. When I was in the fitness space as a professional athlete, I really must have not valued the importance of structure and routine. Me nearly being 35 years old, nearly 35. I'm not going to use this as an excuse. I can tell you now it's such an amazing feeling to be able to move the body and actually appreciate it. So I have these non-negotiables that I have really stuck to, and I'm going to share them with you because I think it's important that we really identify why it's so important to focus on your health, your training, your nutrition, like all of the things. Like, let's call it like wellness, right? Number one, this is the first thing for you guys to really write down, is hello, my queens. Welcome back with Keys to the Queendom. I am your host, Tamara Maya, and I want to talk about health. I want to talk about really prioritizing you, which is really interesting because I feel this has become more important to me from an authentic place, but more from not like a physical goal, more about how I feel internally. And it's just insane. Hear me out, because when I was in the fitness space as a professional athlete, I really must have not valued the importance of structure and routine, because all I was really focused about was how I looked and obviously winning my pro card. And it's funny because so much has changed since then. I'm a different person. And even when I was a little girl as a dancer, I never really valued how important it is to move your body. And me nearly being 35 years old, holy fuck, I'm nearly 35. I'm not going to use this as an excuse, but I can so feel the difference when you're in routine with your training and nutrition. Now, even though I don't track anymore, I'm not, into the calories and macros thing, which is so fine. That's my journey right now, but I can tell you now it's such an amazing feeling to be able to move the body and actually appreciate it. So hear me out. When I transitioned from life coach to business, I went through a bit of a phase. I went through a phase where I was really obsessed, and I'm an obsessive person. I'm not going to lie. Like, I get addicted to certain things, and it's a good quality. It can also be a really scary quality. And I got really addicted to just my business, that I kind of like completely just put everything aside, my relationship with self, my friendships, and I was just kind of like in this little tunnel vision. And I know we go through these phases, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but what I noticed was that I really believe the reason why I nearly self-sabotaged my business was because I was just focused on the business and nothing else. And so one of the most amazing things that I loved when I was competing as a professional athlete, I had this discipline and I had this non-negotiable. And I just noticed that if I didn't do this thing, I was so hard on myself. What's changed now when it comes to focusing on health? I do it because it's for my sanity and for my happiness and for my business too. So I have these non-negotiables that I have really stuck to, and I'm going to share them with you because I think it's important that we really identify why it's so important to focus on your health, your training, your nutrition, like all of the things. Like, let's call it like wellness, right? Because here's the thing. If you're not looking after yourself and you're not prioritizing being the best version of yourselves, you're not going to be the best version for your clients or for the people around you. So I have this, number one, this is the first thing for you guys to really write down, is sort of like a wellness check, like a non-negotiable. And it's not just physical, it's eating, it's drinking, it's movement. And I have this thing that if it comes Monday and I haven't moved or gone for a walk or anything like that, I feel like it sets the tonality of my week. So I have this rule with my wellness check is make sure I do some form of movement, make sure I get outside, make sure I still journal and declare and have my intentions set. And also I have this pink water bottle that is huge and I carry it around everywhere. I've probably broken 2 already. But I just know that if I'm not seeing that bottle of water in front of me, I'll either have way too much coffee or way too much red wine. So I have this wellness checklist and I want you guys to create your own as well. It doesn't have to be like mine. It does help, but it kind of sounds like 75 hard without the numbers. but just have a little wellness checklist, because that's going to be the tonality and that sets your week up. And so I have a rule with that regardless. Today here, right, I've got a full face of makeup on, and I normally go to the gym quite early, but I did it because I had makeup done quite early. I still made this rule that Monday is still important to go to the gym. So I did. And I feel so much better because now I know, sitting here, I've ticked that checklist off. You know, I've journaled. I've drunken water. I've moved my body. I've been outside, and I'm going to focus so much on just sticking to it. And that's all you have to do. It's so important. And so the second bit to your health is wealth journey, let's call it that.
Queen, how often have you said, I spent my whole life studying, I've been to school my whole life, and I've actually learned nothing that teaches me the tools and strategies to build a successful business in the outside world. You've probably spent thousands of dollars on courses, or you've heard fake news from business gurus. Well, I'm here to give this incredible news to everyone here right now that this is Queen Stream University. Get out of debt and actually start making money in the online space, knowing and having the foundations to build a successful business. Now, I'm talking because I have gone through the trenches. I have been a fitness coach, built my online business as a pro athlete, and now I am a business coach. You'll go from having absolutely no idea what your business is through, in the 8 weeks, learn the foundations of knowing what your purpose is, your vision and mission, and also understanding your business values with the execution to know what that business is. You'll also learn branding, social media, content strategy, marketing, and more importantly, how to sell. With Queen Stream University, it'll cut out the bullshit and remove all the fluff and get you working specifically on your business so you can execute this in 8 weeks to get ready to launch. I wanted you to have something where you get to access something straight away, where you get to fast track your growth, as well as remove any doubt, any overwhelming sensation or stress, or the question that everyone seems to ask, where do I begin? With Queen Stream University, you'll be able to build wealth, freedom, and at the end of the day, be an entrepreneur and be able to say, I have finally built my own thing, my own business. And I've stopped making money for someone else, and I'm now making money for my own empire. Queen Stream University.
Is really embodying the mindfulness stuff and the meditation. And I promise you, I'm not a meditation guru or a manifestation coach, but because I've stepped into life coaching, I've done the personal development work, it's a constant healing journey. And I really love, this is something I've learned recently, and let me know if this is something you want to steal. I love habit stacking, and I love meditating while walking. And yes, you can meditate and walk with your eyes open, please, too, at the same time. This works for me. I am a personality A type of gal. I am a high achiever. I am honestly, I love being productive and busy. I love having things on. I probably have undiagnosed ADHD, who knows? But I really love, because of my structured life and how much I've got going on, I love habit stacking, and I will go for a walk and I will meditate on my walk. 5 minutes, it just grounds me. Find what that is for you. Find your mindfulness and meditation hack so you implement that, because I think it's just honestly not just about physical movement anymore. It's not just about drinking water, having your greens and chicken or whatever you guys do. It's really important that this is part of your health wellness checklist, yeah? And, you know, again, the last little bit I want to add to this is really important, that what you focus on is what becomes your reality. So health is the physical, the internal, it's also your energy, right? And so your frequency is really going to dictate how you start your day, how you're attracting your energy. I had a week last week and it was like Mercury retrograde vibes, and I don't always buy into this stuff. I talk about it, right? But last week, every single call, sales call I had was either rescheduled or they just didn't show up. And I was like, why?
Hey, beautiful kings and queens, are you right now in a space where you're ready to take action and build your business, yet you struggle where to begin? You're feeling stuck and overwhelmed with all the things you need to do when it comes to building a business. Build the business of your dreams in the online space and be in the arena of all the incredible, great humans out there that are building 7 to 8 figure businesses. Now, the foundations that I truly believe in that you are going to learn through this membership is sales, marketing, content creation, social media, money mindset, and of course, branding. Now, all of this will be accessible for you to be learning what is currently hot right now in the market and how you can create your own business and build a successful business in the online space. All you have to do right now is DM Empire in my Instagram or email myself and my team, and we will get the ball rolling so you can have your empire and start making moves in the online space.
And last week, I was in a foul mood. Remember how I spoke to you guys not like a few episodes ago about being triggered? I was fucking triggered for a whole week. I was angry, and that angry energy was felt, I think. So it was something that was really apparent to me. So I really want you guys to, for your third point with your health is wealth checklist, prioritize your energy frequency. How you do this is a few ways. For me, it's dancing. It is movement. It's not training because that can sometimes bring in a bit more masculine energy. But whatever's going to make you feel the most feminine, girly, crazy, young girl that you want to be, it's going to really set the tone and mood for you. And I know for me, it's the movement and dancing and the feminine energy for that. What's yours? So focus on that. And if this podcast hasn't encouraged you guys to, get a membership or do something of movement, I hope it does for you guys right now. Because I'm telling you, with what I've been through from self-sabotage, from, going from one extreme to another, when you prioritize your health to feel good and be the best version of yourself, it's going to show in all parts of your life. I am your host, Tamara Maya, and this is Keys to the Queendom. I started to realize there were all these identities I had in myself. And when I was dabbling in the life coaching space for me, I started to understand that really what my pain, the thing that I kept hiding, the thing that I kept suppressing, the thing that I was ashamed to talk about was my purpose to share, was my purpose to help you guys. Everyone in this room today is here because you see something in me that you see in yourself. That's it, right? So if you can really bring that into your heart and you think about your ideal clients, if you were to show more of those parts, wouldn't you attract more people that you want to work with?
Inspiring. She brings so much knowledge and resource and information, but also fosters a beautiful, atmosphere of connection.
I felt like I was in a room with some really powerful women.
My favourite mic drop moment was creating impact, showing up so that we can reach as many people as we can.
My key takeaway was having the confidence to just show up.
I wouldn't be where I am today without her and without her knowledge and guidance, and she's made me really believe in myself.
My key takeaway from this is that you should dream big and that you are capable of it, and with the right tools and the right help, you can achieve whatever you want.
I love you. First thing for you guys to really write down is